Okay, everybody, my name's Kevin, and I'm just going to demo real quick the app I built for Navidrome personal home music server. This is kind of inspired by it's inspired mostly by Omarchy Linux, which is a new distribution from 37 Signals that combines Arch Linux and the Hyperland desktop or the Hyperland Windows tiling manager in kind of a very approachable manner. But have a lot of fun with it, and it's kind of built off of and includes a lot of TUI interfaces, TUI applications. That's a terminal user interface. So like uh, uh, Super T will give you what is BTOP here, which is a system monitor, network processors, disks, etc. Um, Even like Super D is Lazy Docker, which is a Docker container manager. So a lot of these TUI interfaces are built in. And I wanted to build one that was meant for playing music off of the Navidrome server, but there's a lot of great apps out there that aren't TUI interfaces for Navidrome. The best one I think it's called Fission. And it's a great player. It looks, it's kind of modeled after Spotify. It looks absolutely tremendous. It works really well. But if I'm, keeping, in the theme of TUI apps, I wanted to kind of build my own Naviderm one. And I think there's another one out there called Naviterm, but I didn't get along with its navigation, and I thought it was kind of cumbersome to deal with. So I built one called Navitone-CLI, and it is kind of something I've been working on lately. So I'm gonna open a terminal window here, go to the project folder, run it real quick, and this is the application. So this will scale to whatever size screen that you're using. It should work for various sizes. It kind of has a minimal size that it needs to look fairly decent, but overall it doesn't take up a whole lot of real estate. Um, it's a tabbed interface, so if you tab across the top, it'll take you through the kind of home tab, which is just a quick overview of top artists, most played albums, stuff like that, stuff you might want to access very quickly. Then you have an albums tab, you have an artist tab, you have a playlist tab, we'll talk about later. You have the queue, your play queue, and then your configuration where you put in your server details. You can set up scrobbling if it isn't already set up on the server side. If it's set up server side, it'll recognize that, and you won't have to even deal with it, and it'll tell you right there, server scrobbling enabled. Some UI settings for artwork. We'll talk about artwork later. And then some just audio settings in general. So going back to that home tab, uh, it you can scroll through this and play things from here, launch, you know, you can get, you can launch things right from here, or you can go to the albums tab and scroll through. You can scroll one by one, you can page up and page down, and it goes 25 at a time. You can sort, so a Shift S is going to sort the albums with different options. You have alphabetical, date added, play count, album artist, and year. Just do album artist real quick so you can see it groups them all together by album artist. If you don't want to sort, you can search. So a Shift F for find will allow you to type something in. I'll do dead mouse, and then you can look at albums, tracks, artists right from here, and then dig into them. It's all based on modal windows. So anytime you hit enter into something, you pop open a modal window. If you want to play it right away, you can Shift S and it will queue the whole thing. I'm sorry, Shift Enter and it'll queue the whole thing and start playing it right away. So like I said, everything's kind of built on modal windows. So if you go to artists, same thing. You click into an artist, see all their albums, and then start playing a track from there. Um, Talking about playback real quick, normal operations, you can skip forward. You can skip forward by hitting the arrow keys left and right. You can pause and play with hitting space. You can shuffle by hitting Alt S, and you can go volume up by holding Shift up and down. We'll go volume up and down for you. There's a little spot at the bottom that tells you what exactly is going on and what commands are being entered, things that are being played, etc. And there's a bunch of text at the bottom that gives you all the key bindings and hints that you need right there at the bottom of the screen, and they are context aware. So as you scroll through, they change and update for what's relevant to that context. What else? Oh, it also has a quick keybind to launch Kava, which we'll do that now. We'll actually open that. And then, so that's just another terminal window there, and I'm kind of showing you how this scales. So if I hit Shift C, it's going to open a Kava window, which is pretty cool. So we'll go this down a little bit, and as it plays, so if you have Kava installed, it'll launch that right away. Visual EQ is right there in the window. Looks pretty cool. I got to play with the settings on that so that it matches the same kind of theme and it's not black like the rest. Another cool feature, although kind of in the works and a little gimmicky, is this UI settings, which is to show artwork. There's some settings for the quality of that and stuff, like you can change the artwork size to large and then go back to albums. This really only works on the albums tab, but you can scroll through here and see it actually tries to render the album artwork in an ASCII format, which is kind of fun. It works better on some than others. You can see some are just kind of garbage. It really needs like an album artwork that is pretty clean, I would say, in order for it to even make any relative sense. Like I said, it's kind of a work in progress, but it's more just for fun than anything. But you can turn off. It's off by default. It's just something that is added extra in. Uh, so yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. It works really well. Once you get it set up, it's minimal configuration. For the playlist tab, it'll pull in the playlist you actually already have established on your Navidrome server. There's no playlist management here. It's really just for setting that up on the Navidrome server and then having them pull in here so that you can load them. And then anytime you play anything like we'll start playing that, it's going to queue right there. So you're going to see the queue. Uh, it'll queue everything up, and then you can clear a queue just by hitting C, and it'll clear everything out. So that's it. Pretty cool. I thought I'd share it, and let me know what you think.